friend, welcome to our channel Ray of Hope, and this is going to be a bug bounty series, right? Where we will be covering each and every aspects about bug bounty, from the theory to the practical, and doing live bug bounty on the bug crowd as well as hacker one, right? So let's go ahead. Basically, when I talk about bug bounty, the first important thing is vulnerability. What do you mean by vulnerability? When we talk about vulnerability, it simply means scanning for any weakness that reside into the system or a component of any IT infrastructure or computer or anything, right? And that could be exploited by attackers, or that can be compromised and the security systems, right? Why do I mean what why it often exists? It exists due to the either in design, coding, configurations, or any other factors, right, that represent the potential entry points for the hackers, right? And that may leads to the unauthorized access, which will result into unauthorized access to the data, stealing data, and injecting malicious code in the database, right? So this is simply means vulnerability. There is something called exploits. These are the very basic questions which one can ask you in the interview. What is the basic difference between vulnerabilities and the exploits, right? So when we talk about exploits, it is a piece of code actually, okay, or techniques or tactics that we use, right? Techniques that take advantage of vulnerability. I mean, it is a it is a technique, right, that take advantage of vulnerability that is all reside in the infrastructure, right? And based on that, it with the help of this technique and the vulnerability which is reside in the infrastructure, we try to access or perform malicious actions on the website. In simple word, if I tell you, like you can, like in a house, right? If you have already unlocked door, right, in a building, in a home, or anywhere, right, in a shop, right, or in a like a grocery shop, anything, right? So that would be a vulnerability, because the gate is already open for everyone to come in without any proper authentications, right? That is vulnerability, right? While the exploit is something that one uses to go through that door. I mean, no, now I can find that there is a loophole in the website, in the there is an open door, right? I can just go through and exploit your system. I can go through the gun, I can just file anything, right? So you can just, in that way, this is the very basic difference, right? So open gate is the vulnerability, and the process or the things that we're gonna use to get into the systems or the house or the shop, that will be exploit, right? So these are the some basic difference between exploits and vulnerability. Now there is something called payloads, okay? You will hear this term quite often, actually very often, when you're going to perform SQL injection, when you're going to perform XSS, HTML, or anything, right? You will hear about it. So what do you mean by payload? Payload is just simply harmful part of malicious software or a piece of code that's designed to damage victim system, steal data, perform unauthorized actions, or to, like attack, any kind of attack. Or you can say, like, it is kind of virus or trojans, right? Trojans is a word you might heard about it, that can be delivered to your system. It could be through email attachment, like you might have heard about phishing, wishing, and any social engineering attacks. So you can say through social engineering attacks, malicious website, like if you're going to download movies, right, that is for free. From with that movie, malicious code can be downloaded as well, right? I mean, if you suppose you are going through a road and you find any USB on the road, if you just take it and you are going to put it in your, like, a laptop, that will also major problem, because you should not insert any unauthorized or anything which you are not aware of, and that is not known to you, right? And that will lead a huge malicious code, or like that may impact badly to your computer system or any infrastructure, right? So you should avoid it. Then there is something called phishing, as I just told you in payload, right? Social engineering attack, email attachment, right? So all are the parts of social engineering. Even the phishing, wishing, and all those things are the part of social engineering attack. Basically, phishing, when we talk about phishing attackers pretend to be trusted institution or individual, or they will attempt to persuade you to expose personal data and other information. Like, I mean, like, I'm trying to be your friend, I'm pretending to be a friend, I'm trying to get to know about you as much as I can, right? And tomorrow I will just reveal all of your data on the website. Hey, this person doing that and everything, right? So you get, so make sure when you are going to talk to anyone, you are not sharing your personal information. That is one of the major learned thing. Basically, phishing become targeted in one or two ways. That is spam phishing, mass phishing, and basically they are spear phishing, right? By any extension, right? So these are some part we will not be covering in bug crowd actually, or bug bounty. This is one of the important, you might heard about CVE, CVSS and all those things, right? Basically 0-day attacks. If you are a hacker, or if you are a penetration tester, if you have registered one CVE on your name, your name will be there till you die, not even after you die. You might heard about the CVs, right? CVs 2010 to 2009, 2024. Recently, in a Soral bind, right? There's a vulnerability CVE was founded, right? So that is all about zero attacks. Let me tell you. Let me explain you zero attacks actually. A zero attacks happens, right, when a hackers or a bad people exploit software that the software maker or the who made that software, who built that software, even they don't know about that bug actually. And since the vulnerability is unknown to them, right, there's no fix or patches available, right, immediately actually. That makes it very very dangerous, because they don't even know about that how to solve that patches, right? They don't know about it, and that makes it very very dangerous. I mean, if you take it as a real time example, right? Suppose you are running, running a booking or a retail shop, a retail website, right? And one day, like, I'm a hacker, right? So what I'm gonna do, I will discover, I one day I may discover one flow in your website code, or like I make in the source code or anything, right? And that will that will give me access to user personal information, like their names, address, credit card numbers, or anything, right? And as this flow is a zero day vulnerability, and even you do not have idea about it, right, and your team do not have idea about it, that makes it very very dangerous, right? So I mean, if I know that there is a vulnerability, zero day, if I found a vulnerability, right, so I will be quickly using this flow, right, to steal data from your systems, right? So therefore this is very very like a dangerous for any organization to solve it. So zero day and CVE, I mean, if you master this vulnerability, you are a great hacker. Because CVE is, I mean, we believe performing a lot, like we can perform SQL, we can perform HTML injection, SSRF and all those things, right? But the techniques, tactics you gonna use to understand that how you will be using your own methods to exploit the system, that is CVE. You have to come up with a new idea, right? This is all about day one. See you in next classes. Thank you.